Hey y'all, I'm Carly Pearce, and you're watching Bull Sessions in the Skype Live studio.
Well, welcome back to the Skype Live studio.
Thank you.
It's good to have you again.
So good to be here.
In September, like she said, we had the Josh Abbott band here. It was like a last-minute flight for Josh. Something happened with his family. He ran through the back door, and I saw Carly, and I'm like, I think that's Carly Pearce, who sings on the single with him. And the next thing you know, there you are on stage, and now here you are again.
I know. I can't believe. I feel like deja vu, kind of, but it's crazy what can happen in a few months.
One of our this is the portion of our Coors Light Country Cam, and of course, Mary from Ridgefield asked the question: traveling with Josh, were you traveling a lot on the road with him? And number two is, how is it now for you to step away from the background vocals and be on your own?
Hi, Mary. I don't know where you are.
She's watching online.
You're watching. Hi, Mary. I loved singing with the Josh Abbott Band. I toured quite a bit with them and would travel with them. And it was me with 12 boys in a bus and a male dog. And I was the only girl and would invade their back lounge with all my makeup and all that stuff. And, I'm very thankful to that because I feel like it kind of led me to be able to just have a platform to start this and have people familiar with my music.
Sure.
And, again, to answer the second part of your question, I'm so thankful for that opportunity and think that it is something that a lot of new artists in my position don't get the opportunity to do, to be able to, he took my band out with him and had us open shows for him. He let me ride the tour bus and save money that way. I got to go, we did Jimmy Kimmel Live together. I got to do national television and meet radio people before it was me as my own. So I feel like I'm so blessed to be able to have that opportunity that a lot of artists in my position don't get to have on the front end. And now, people recognize me from the song, and now I get to share with them what I'm about.
Yeah, and it was a great learning experience because he taught you some great things while you're on the road, what to do, what not to do, stuff like that as well. Yeah.
Totally.
You started out at the age of 11 as a front person for a band. I love that. It was a bluegrass band.
A bluegrass band. I don't know why they let me do that.
And then at 16, you were working at Dollywood singing.
Yeah, I convinced my dad, who's watching online, and I'm sure he's going to roll his eyes.
Hi, Pops.
Hi, Dad. And I went home after my freshman year of high school, and I said, hey, Dad, I'm going to quit high school, and I saw an audition for Dollywood, and I'm going to go work there and sing in the country show. And he was like, I'm an only child. And he was like, haha, no.
Yeah.
And he let me take the summer to find a homeschooling program that would get me into university. And so my mom and I packed up, and we moved to Pigeon Forge, and I did 6 shows a day at Dollywood. Have y'all been to Dollywood?
Never. It's on my bucket list.
Y'all gotta go. It's awesome.
So here's the key question. Since you did those 6 shows a day, did Dolly ever come and watch and give you, tips and what to do, what not to do?
I met Dolly twice, and she's so sweet, and she meets all of her performers, but I will tell you that I almost threw up on her because I was so nervous to meet her. So I don't remember our conversation at all. I don't remember if I said anything. I don't remember what I did. I think I just went,
hi.
So,
yeah.
But she's super sweet, and everybody in the park loves her.
Yeah. I was talking about CRS last week. We were all in Nashville. We had a chance to get a chance to do a big luncheon there with you. And it was the Big Machine Label Group luncheon. It was an amazing performance. You, Trent Harmon, 1,000 Horses. When you get in a room like that full of radio programmers around, is it more intimidating there, or is it like more intimidating for you to walk onto a giant stage? So let's say like the Grand Ole Opry or your residency at the Bluebird Cafe. I mean, what's more intimidating for you?
Oh, man. I think there's nothing like stepping into the circle of the Grand Ole Opry. I think, I've played quite a few times now, and I still get a little nervous. But at this point, I've been doing this for so long. I moved to Nashville 8 years ago and have really been working as hard as I can to do something. And these guys up on stage that I'll introduce to you in a little bit are people that have played with me for 6 years or 3 years, and they're my family. And so when we get up there, it's not just about me going, hey, I did this. It's kind of like we did this, because without them, I wouldn't. And so it's kind of like a party almost. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel so lucky and excited, if that makes sense. I still get a little nervous.
That room was magical that day. I mean, I could tell in your smile and your face, you were just having such a great time. It was awesome. So
I'm so excited.
Well, I'm going to be quiet because this lady's voice is like an angel to me. I love it. And let's hear some more music. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carly Pearce.